Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here, just checking the microphone, make sure that it works. So we're in the home stretch here, I think, of testing RAM chips. Well, not exactly the home stretch. What we have now is we have this other iron, and it is plugged in, and I have the board taped so the socket should not fall out, and I'm letting this iron heat up. Out. Get off the board. Get off the board. Get off the board. And looking at the pins, they seem okay. Oh, there's so much stuff around here. So many cords that could be in peril. And because this iron's pretty new, see the cord has all these twists and bends, which is really not helpful. So I'm going to run it around there to get it out of the way, because then it's out of the way. So I think I'm going to use the skinny little solder as things get heated up here. I think I'll test the iron, and we're not there yet. So the idea here is, oh dear. Ugh. The idea here is I have removed a RAM chip, which was soldered directly into this Vic-20 board. And I now have a socket ready to go in. A RAM chip that I took out, which is perfectly fine, although I need to work a little bit on the pins here. The things that are socketed, the pins tend to be straighter and truer. Things that are soldered in and unsoldered can become more jagged and unforgiving. Like there's one here. I don't think that was one I was having trouble with. It's got a nasty little bend in it, and the one next to it too. So generally I find if I take my fingernails and work them, that I can get things kind of figured and happy and all lined up. I'm hoping that I can get this thing back into a socket. And really, all the ones I'm going to be working with are going to be a challenge. Why? Because they all came out of sockets. All 11. Okay, now I bet you we're hot now. Okay, we're hot. Okay. All right, we're hot. Now I have this cord. Oh dear, why? Okay, maybe this cord all around here was not a great thing. Maybe it needs to go over here. Because I'm working from over here. Never touch the shiny part. Never touch the shiny part. Okay. So we're heating and waiting for the solder to flow. I think I want to get a corner pin on each one of these. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're flowing. Okay, so we have the four corners. That could use a little more. We have the four corners secured. So that even if something happened to the tape now, we're probably okay. This should be pretty quick. It's only 18 pins. Now there's another pin from something else that's kind of in the way. So I've got to change the angle of attack. Didn't like that. I did not. Okay. One side is done. And some of the other side is done because I did the corners. My hat it has 4 corners. 4 corners has my hat. And had it not 4 corners. Why is that one not doing nice things here? It would not be my hat. Okay. We're almost there. Almost there. See, the another thing you got to be careful of is when you're putting pins that have been pulled into something and they're ragged, they can actually, I got to be careful here, they can actually damage the socket. Ugh. My hand is right over the iron. There we go. The hot iron, the beastly hot iron is right there. Okay. So, we can pull off the tape. We can. And toss it away for disposal. And we have a look here, right in the corner, where there was not before, is a socket. Now, I suppose, in my way, oh, no you don't. Okay, I'm going to pick this up again. It's still hot. I'm going to put the cord around the other side. Shaboom. But in my way of testing things, what I should do now is put the original chip back in and make sure that it still works. This one side looks okay. This other side still has one pin anyway that looks a little challenging. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to line it up. And see what's what. And it went in. Okay, so this power supply still plugged in. The power switch is off. Plug it in. Take the video. Cable, plug it in. Make sure we're not touching the iron. Take the non-business end. Oh, good, we got it in one smack. Turn on the monitors. This is a big test to see that I have done no harm. It is. So up comes the monitor. Turn on the Vic-20, and hopefully, okay, we're still all good. So that is the original RAM chip. Yay. Now, in some ways, of course, I hope that some of the RAM that I took out of the Vic-20 is bad. Because if it's not, oh, there's a funny pin, then I really don't know what's wrong. And more, it's looking like a parts board. Anyway, here's a different RAM chip. It is from the Vic-20 that I just, oh no. There's a pin there that definitely looks like if I try and just stick it in, it's going to do bad things. Okay. We're in. Okay. So one would think that this RAM chip is good. One would think. Of course, until I find a bad one, I guess I won't really know. Alright, good chip up there. Let's look at the pins on this one. They're all, anytime Here's something you yanked out. There's always a little bit of a challenge, but not bad. So, put this in. It looks like everything went in okay. We'll turn it on. Comes up okay. All right. That is good. After this, I really got to get up and move around. All right, here's another one. It too looks like it might have some pins that are a bit challenging, but not terrible. Once again, always check the witness mark. The other thing we don't want to do is sink some jagged thing in and ruin the socket. Okay. This is looking good. 3 tested, 8 more to go. And the pins on this one are looking pretty good. So, get it in there, turn it on. Okay. Looking good. Now, I didn't keep track of where these things came out of, but it really shouldn't matter. Ooh, there's a squirrely looking pin on here. Squirrely, squirrely. But I would like to think that something of the 11 is bad, or I will be quite perplexed. And if they all show up okay in here, maybe I need to find some other way to test things. Oh dear. I mean, this is good. It's good to have good chips. But why wouldn't that Vic-20 come alive? Why wouldn't that that look different? No, it did not. Okay, come on out. Come on out. Okay. 7 tested, 4 to go. Huh. Well, so be it. Sometimes some chips are just difficult. All right. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, so happy. I have this Vic-20 diagnostic cartridge here, and I don't have the harness. But maybe, if all these come up okay, then maybe I'll stick it in. Let's see if it does anything. Alright, just one more. Tragic to remove all the chips. Come on, fail. Dear. Okay. Vic-20 diagnostic without the harness. I've got to see about getting the harness. Ooh. Why aren't you going in? Okay, you're going in. Let's see what happens. Okay. Serial bus. Oh, yeah. Well, there's nothing in there. Okay. Serial bus bad. Well, sure. There's nothing in the serial bus. Because I don't have the harness. Okay, so I'm going to put this one farther back over here because I ran it through the diagnostic thing that says it's all good. And we'll try again. We shall. All right, what do we see? Serial bus bad. Yep. Okay. Two. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to have to come back to do some more of this later. Because, wait, literally, I don't think I can sit here any longer. I just don't think I can. But that's okay. I know what's what. Okay. All right. That's good. One thing I might do, just for fun, just ever so carefully, have a look at the connections over here and just see how they looking. I would hate to think that I had a bad connection. Like, it was always consistently coming up. And I don't see anything here that looks cracked. I don't. Anyway. Alright. Well, I think, oh, you know what? I'm going to turn this on now. See what happens when you turn it on with no. Oh yeah, that's funky. With no RAM chip in there. Certainly, it looks different. I don't know how much farther it's going to go. Or not go. But yeah, there's no color RAM chip in there. Oh yeah, that definitely looks different when there's no RAM chip in there. Okay. I'm going to put one more in here. because I can, I think. I'm going to turn this on, and it seems to be quite dandy. Oh well. Once again, might be a parts board. All right. Enough. Enough for now. I must walk. I must move. I must turn off the monitors. Turn off the little sign. Turn off this little light source here. Turn off the fan. And then say, okay. Well, the mystery continues. So we'll see you again. Bye for now.